Hello, everybody. I am Mickey. I am not your mama's minister. And happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers out there, or those of you who are doing the jobs of mothers. So, I wanted to talk about unity today. So, I am a complete, anybody who has lived with me or known me for a long period. What is eye tooth? Probably lipstick. But, you know that I cry at almost everything, especially things that are fictional or like TV shows or commercials or movies or fuck, even songs sometimes. So, anyway, I wanted to specifically talk about some of my favorite scenes in movies and how it relates to spirituality or how spirituality relates to it. So, unity. So, of course, recently I've totally been obsessed with The Magicians and the series The Magicians. And I absolutely loved this scene where they were trying to get a bunch of people, save a bunch of people's lives, and they ended up doing it by being able to hear each other's thoughts and singing together, singing in unison or singing a song together. And it did happen to be David Bowie's Under Pressure, but I don't think that necessarily was the reason that I loved this scene so much. I really loved the unity of that scene. And so then I started to talk to my roommate, and then I was also thinking about it, and I was thinking about the different movies and television shows that do that type of scene. They do some sort of telepathic unity or telepathic unification, and I really like that. I like it for a number of different reasons. Of course, it's usually very emotional, and I love that. But in addition to that, it really shows what that would be like to have that connection with more than one person. I mean, imagine what it would be like if because there was also the television series, I can't remember the name of it now. Oh well, but there's so many different scenes where a group of people have this telepathic moment and they get to experience what it's like being in each other's heads. And I really love that because we forget about that sometimes, don't we? Even I do. It is very easy to get caught up in what's going on underneath your own skin, within your own skin, and then forgetting about not only what separates us from others, but also remembering what connects us. What connects us to each other. And sure, we may not have telepathic communication and we may not be able to read each other's minds, which in some cases that's a really good idea. Or that's a really good thing, that not being able to read each other's minds. Because let's face it, some of you are dirty birds, and I wouldn't want to have my pure brain all fucked up by getting into your heads. Fuck that shit. Anyway, so when we are looking at a scene like that, when we are looking at that connection between people, whether they like each other, whether they don't like each other, what does that bring up for you? Because I know for me, it does just really go straight to the heart of the matter of the connections between us. What would we be capable of if we just recognize the connections between ourselves rather than the separations, rather than, oh, well, we don't have the same beliefs, or we don't have the same political viewpoints, or we don't have the same this. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here saying that everything needs to be all light and sweet and we're gonna come together regardless of the fact that you're pro-lifer and think that it's okay to go and bomb abortion clinics. It's not like that, but it is a reminder. It's a visual reminder, an auditory reminder that we are, and also a spiritual reminder that we are connected, that even without those telepathic connections, we are still spiritually connected. So we need to focus on what connects us. What is it that connects us? Is it just that imaginary thread between, not imaginary, but that spiritual thread between ourselves, or is it, and the other person next to us, or is it that moment that you just notice things about that person, or you pay attention to that person's energy, you pay attention to that person's expressions and their gestures. Do they seem like they want somebody to talk to? Did you say hello? I walk in through the stores, down the aisles, I drive down the street, and I see so many people that don't even look at each other. They don't even make eye contact. And I know that I've talked about this before, and I hate to beat a dead horse. Literally, that would be disgusting. But it's really important, especially in this very divisive world that we have, that we do connect on a spiritual level, that we do connect on that inner level that recognizes this person is next to me, this person is separate from me, but they are still connected to me. They could be the same blood type. They could be they could be descended from the same ancestors. And so making sure that you build those connections, and that you not just build those connections, but recognize the power behind that within yourself. There is power behind connecting to other people. And so when we don't, then we kind of give some of that power up. And really, you just want to let it go to waste? All right, whatever floats your boat, sweetheart. So anyway, yeah, I think that's it. Just remember to connect with each other, and remember, even if it's not safe, because let's fucking face it, it's not always safe to connect with each other. It's not always safe to make eye contact with each other. It's not always safe to speak to strangers and so forth. I don't want you to sit there and go out and endanger your life just because you're trying to spiritually connect with your fellow man. And so just make sure that you're doing what you can to recognize those connections rather than those separations, rather than that divisiveness, because trust me, 8 out of the 10 people that we know are going to be more divisive than exclusionary than inclusive, exclusive, inclusive. I can't speak English. That's what it is. Anyway, much love, many blessings. Have an absolutely beautiful Mother's Day. I wish you all just all the wonderful things. And again, my name is Mickey. I am not your mama's minister. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I will talk to you soon.